Welcome back to The Express at the Italian Cultural Centre for Flavours de Puglia, one of many events that's happening this weekend around the Lower Mainland to celebrate the flavors of the Puglia area of Italy that some consider to be the new Tuscany. Later on today's Express, we're going to have a mozzarella making demonstration, but right now it's something completely different. On today's Sprott Shaw Community College's Higher Learning, Melanie has her grittiest job yet.
Sprott Shaw Community College's Higher Learning is brought to you by Sprott Shaw Community College at sprottshaw.com.
Garbage collecting isn't the most glamorous job, I'm sure you can imagine. However, it's necessary for each and every community in Metro Vancouver. So today, I test my upper body strength and I become a garbage girl. I know what I put in my garbage. It's not light, those cans, that's for sure. Rumors that they're gonna let me drive the truck. Are these guys crazy? They must be.
I'm Richard Charlton. I've worked for the City of North Vancouver in the Utilities Department for 32 years. The qualities we look for garbage collectors are A, good driving, and definitely the physical fitness of the swamping, and the strength to be able to lift the cans.
So these are the handles that we use to, after we dump the garbage in and it's full?
Yeah. Oh, that's nasty.
We had Rami explain how the levers for the packer works.
So
this one packs and this one slides, is that right?
Like that. A lot of times people have done it wrong and you've had garbage spill all out on the road.
Oh no.
Okay, Melanie, you ready?
I think so. The smell of any kind of garbage makes me want to throw up.
That's definitely something you have to be able to handle, is the smell and just the whole yuck factor of collecting garbage.
You're on this side too.
Oh, wish me luck.
We're going to let Melanie drive the garbage truck now. We're not sure how that's going to go.
We're going right around the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have driven a bus. I got fired from that job.
Let Rami hop on the back.
Do you have a death wish?
I think Rami felt pretty good with her driving the truck. He was keeping a pretty close eye on her in the mirror, and she was keeping a pretty close eye on him.
Keep going. There's two cans there. You see them? Yeah, that's where you want to get to.
Backing up, she seemed to have a bit of a problem with that, but overall, I think she handled it well.
It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be harder.
Now we're going to move to the next part of the day, which is taking Melanie out into the field and actually doing some garbage swamping.
Victor uses two hands and just smacks them up against the truck. I, on the other hand, can only do one. So I start with one.
Can you lift that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She's doing pretty good, but her pace is a bit slow and she's struggling lifting some of the cans.
No one told me I was supposed to run ahead. It's not my fault. If my pacing is off, it's because I wasn't informed otherwise. I broke their garbage can. Wasn't supposed to do that. I couldn't help it, I've been too strong. My hand just went right through the bottom. Oh, these people had fish last night. Nasty. You know what people had for dinner last night. You know if they've got babies in their house. It is nasty out there, people. Ugh, I need to take a shower. All right, Richard, you saw me on the truck. Would you hire me or would you fire me?
Melanie, I think your pace was just far too slow. We'd have to fire you.
Oh.
Melanie's pace definitely suffered a little bit, and her physical ability to pick the cans up would be the two main reasons.
You're using your entire body, you're getting on and off the truck, and these guys are doing it in every possible kind of weather.
Melanie definitely had an upbeat attitude, smile all the time.
Is that disinfectant?
Yep.
Spray away.
Okay.
Sprott Shaw Community College's Higher Learning has been brought to you by Sprott Shaw Community College at sprottshaw.com.
A shout out to Victor and Rami for training Melanie. She says that the environment may not have smelled the greatest, but that the guys made the job fun. And you know what? She's not the only one that's cleaning up. On today's West Coast Style, fashion blogger Peter Ty is lending a hand, or maybe it's more like a push, with part 2 of our GQ makeover.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style is brought to you by Pacific Center.
The West Coast is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and I'm on the hunt to make sure that the people here look just as good as where they live. I'm Mansour, and I'm a lifestyle journalist searching for the most cutting-edge fashion and beauty hotspots, deals, and tips, all in our own backyard. I'll do the shopping so you don't have to. This is West Coast Style. It's all about the testosterone on today's West Coast Style. I'm tackling the bad reputation some men get for their scrubby style by giving local Vancouverite James Pistrine a casual to GQ makeover. In part 1, we first took care of what his mama gave him.
I got a new haircut, new hairstyle, and the shave was great, nice and close.
Getting that GQ look doesn't just end with the face. It also ends with having a wardrobe that's fashion forward and tailored to fit. To give James a GQ-inspired wardrobe, I've called upon popular men's fashion stylist and blogger Peter Ty. His chic, drool-worthy style he documents on his blog, thestarvingstylist.com, has created a legion of fans, both male and female.
It started off as like an online diary for myself, but later on it got a lot of recognition and a lot of people started to notice who I was as the starving stylist.
I definitely need some new clothes. I'm really excited for what Peter's got in store for me.
So I'm hoping to make him more like GQ, but still keeping within his personality.
Peter, I'm so excited to see James in look number 1.
So my James, come on out.
Woo!
I wanted to put him in like a nice light colored suit for spring, paired with like a nice brown shoe. And also I wanted to incorporate kind of like the pocket square. Guys should use that more often.
Can you explain why going the slim fit is the best route?
It's not about the label or the brand that's inside your suit, but it's more so how the suit fits and tailored towards the body.
Now, obviously, Peter, he's in a very high-end suit, but you can achieve this look even if you are more on a budget, right?
Of course, you can definitely achieve the same look by, going to a discount like retailers. Find a great tailor. That's the main focus.
Were you afraid of the blue polka dot shirt we put you in?
I was a little skeptical at first, but Peter talked me into it, and I like it.
I decided Leone because it's a great local store. Local business is always great, and they also have a great selection between like menswear and women's wear.
All right, Peter, on to look number 2.
Okay, should be good.
This is more the casual chic look.
I put James into like a really nice like fitted denim. You can definitely dress it up like how I did right now with like a nice sports shirt, and I layered with a cardigan as well too, right? Which is a nice pop of color and a nice contrast between like the nice kind of chocolate brown.
James, you look great. What do you love about this look?
I like it's kind of casual. I mean, I feel like I could wear this almost every day.
Now we're gonna prove that you can still look fashion forward even on the weekends.
So I kind of put James into like a nice little soft jacket, layered with more collared shirt, but more like fun. And also for a great alternative, I put James in a pair of chinos.
These shoes are really, really fun because they are a cross between a dress shoe and a sneaker. It's also fun to cuff up the sleeves because you can show that lining. It's no question that Peter and I think James looks great. But how does he feel with his GQ makeover?
I think it's going to be easy now going out and looking for new clothes that I can wear out, maybe a little less casual and a little bit more fun.
If James can feel this good, then you can too. Remember that just because you're a guy doesn't mean you can't look put together and fashionable. All it takes is some extra care, a bit of risk, and confidence to become GQ certified. Hey, even Clooney and Pitt would agree. I'm Mansour for West Coast Style.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style has been brought to you by Pacific Center.
If you're looking for more GQ advice and inspiration, Peter's blog is thestarvingstylist.com. Also, James' spring looks are available at leon.ca. You're watching The Express, and we've got the fashion of food from here at Sapporo de Puglia coming up, along with these slices of the good life.
I was commuting back and forth from the city, and I was tired at the end of the night, and I didn't want to sit there and make a beef bourguignon for 4 hours or 3 hours.
Grab and go for the time-crunched gourmet at Squamish's Two Birds Eatery. Logging blockbuster Ms. 604's downtime to-do list.
That's beautiful. It's the Italian Gardens.
The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
Hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Welcome back to The Express at the Italian Cultural Centre for one of the many events associated with the Flavours of Puglia festival that's happening this weekend around Metro Vancouver. You know, we actually have a little Italian influence on today's Good Life feature as well. We're finding out how Vancouver's queen of social media, Miss 604, royally unplugs.
Online media meet On the Town Musings with Rebecca Bolwit. Although you may not recognise her face, you likely will her moniker. She's the blogging brains and beauty of Miss 604.
I'm so used to reading you online or on my phone, it's weird to be with you in person.
I am a real person.
Yeah, you are, that's true.
Yeah.
Fingers always on the city's social media pulse, she's won numerous local awards from Best Blog to Top Twitterer. Is that even a word?
I started Miss 604 in 2004, and it was just a hobby.
Rebecca has over 30,000 followers on Twitter, which is amazing, especially for a Vancouver blogger.
So I write about the city I live in and how I feel about that, and I just kind of grew from there, and in 2008 I took it full time, and so that's what I do.
Even a writer with words to spare deserves a little downtime. For Miss 604, Mother Nature trumps the motherboard when it's time to explore.
Well, when I was younger, my dad used to take us on drives every Sunday, and we'd explore the areas that he wanted to show us and that we explored as a family that aren't the touristy spots.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's the Italian Gardens and the Opera Walk. So all of these little faces that you see around the sides here have names of operas underneath them.
I've been showcasing Vancouver on the Express for over 6 years, and yeah, she took me someplace I'd never been.
I do photo walks with my husband, so we go to like neat little locations like this and just take photos and
okay,
post them later.
So can I get in on it then?
For sure, yeah.
From the click of a camera to an Oz-inspired click of the heels. Next, we find our cyberspace storyteller tuned into the hum of history.
I just love this new exhibit because it's so cool, and also because I like shiny things, but you probably like it for a different reason.
I do. I love seeing how Vancouver used to look compared to now.
Well, if you really like history, then I have to show you something else here, my favorite part of the museum.
Okay.
Peace, man. Totally fit in. Kids, 1970s. Probably not a lot of online blogging then, though.
I don't think so, no. I should go write a poem or something.
Oh, you'd make a great folk singer.
Oh, really?
A blast from the past at the Museum of Vancouver. And then it's right back into the fast lane.
This place is buzzing.
For this blogging blockbuster, part of being Miss 604 means keeping on top of the city's most talked about.
And it's your go-to place for confections and coffees.
And the famous macarons. You get first pick. Cheers.
Isn't it good?
Oh, it's so limey.
I love going out and about and just covering the city and what's going on.
And with that, a click of the camera, probe through the past, and a hotspot hit. We learn Balance 101 from Vancouver's best blogger, Miss 604.
It's nice to get out of my home office where I work alone and actually be social.
That's nice. I'm going to tweet that you said that. The website is miss604.com to keep up to date on everything Rebecca is talking about when she's back online. And we just might have a scoop for her with our next feature where bubblegum meets fresh baked bread. I know it sounds weird, right? We're joining Nicole Fitzgerald in Whistler Village, and she has a great place in Squamish for us to eat.
Yes, I do, Johanna. Two Birds Eatery in Squamish. They opened last fall. My sweet tooth loves the lemon tarts and black forest cake, but my favorites are the grab-and-go dinners. It's dinner in 10 minutes with little to no dishes.
I usually start at 5 a.m. to get all the breakfast pastries out.
Leanne Bird pulls croissants fresh from the oven. The co-owner of Two Birds Eatery in Squamish takes care of the sweet side of operations. Everything starts from scratch, even the gum.
Working with sugar was always a passion, so I started doing little hard candies, lollipops, and making them taste good, and then I was curious if you can make bubble gum outside a factory, which in fact you can, and it tastes awesome. I started experimenting with it, and it turns out it's a lot similar to the process of making bread.
The Two Birds Eatery display cases run the gamut, just like its executive chef and co-owner Carol Bird. The certified Red Seal chef assessor has worked in kitchens around the world for 27 years, bringing European techniques and tastes to Squamish.
It's classical European style that we do. That's how I was trained at the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise. Whether we were in the butcher shop or pastries, we always did everything by hand. Sausages, pâtés, terrines, all the cakes. There's more connection with your food when you're touching it with your hands and you taste everything step by step to make sure that every product is good.
Home-cooked meals are good both here or at home. The grab-and-go section was created out of necessity.
I was commuting back and forth from the city, and I was tired at the end of the night, and I didn't want to sit there and make a beef bourguignon for 4 hours or 3 hours. I got the idea of making things very good, and then I thin cryovac them so that they can thaw out quicker.
Thinking outside of the box is what keeps these two partners working happily side by side on canapes for a special occasion at the Britannia Mine Museum.
That's good to go. We bake off our baguette, and I put some truffle oil on top of it, and I put some nice brie, and I poached some pears in some wine.
Opening the Two Birds Eatery and Catering Company last fall was a dream come true for the two women.
A lot of people say, oh, how can you guys work and live together? And it's just, we talk everything out, and it's pretty simple. You know, being two girls, it makes it a little easier.
My favorite words are change and variety. So it's really nice to have a partner that values those words as well. You want it, we'll make it, and that's the truth. We always are up to new things. It just adds to a more creative work atmosphere.
And a reason to pop in where on any given day a sweet or savory surprise is pulled fresh from the oven. From Squamish, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
You know what I have to say to that? Delicioso. And you can find Two Birds Eatery on Facebook and even see some of their recipes there so you can try them out for yourself. Bet they won't taste as good though, will they? Anyway, for more things to do around Metro Vancouver and the Sea to Sky, we have today's Express Spotlight. City Jam is a youth music competition for all types of musicians, bands, and singers. Held at the Fleetwood Community Centre in Surrey, you can check out the showcase of talented musicians playing at this year's competition. Vancouver's Projecting Change Film Festival is a forum for film and dialogue, both social and environmental issues. This unique festival format is a platform for audience engagement, with all proceeds donated back to local initiatives. Beat Nation reflects a generation of artists who juxtapose urban youth culture with Aboriginal identity in entirely innovative and unexpected ways. Using hip-hop and other forms of pop culture, artists create surprising new cultural hybrids. Also, on March 31st, it's the gala event for the Flavours of Puglia Festival. At that, there'll be a dinner and a dance and entertainment. And then on Sunday from noon to 4 at Westminster Quay, there's a tasting along with entertainment plus pasta bread and mozzarella making demonstrations. Grazie for watching The Express only on Shaw TV. We're going to leave you with more from here at the Italian Cultural Centre.